As always, at the start of the month, I bring you an update on my Crowdlending investment portfolio. In this video, we'll see which platforms I invested more capital in during January, also the returns I obtained from each, and we'll review the most important news from January. Before we begin, I'd like to invite you to the Telegram community, where you can share experiences and opinions with other investors. And I'd also like to invite you to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss more interesting videos about investments.
Now let's go and make it happen.
As always, we start by looking at my portfolio's distribution and how it has changed from previous months. The platforms where I have the most capital invested are Via Invest, Debitum, and Peerberry, which account for approximately 8.6% of the overall volume within my investment portfolio. I invested more capital in Via Invest last month. I didn't invest more in Debitum, nor did I in Peerberry because there was a bit of cash drag last month. Currently, there's practically none. I also invest in Mintos every single month, both for investing in loans and for investing in ETFs. In Income, I also invest a larger amount every month, and in Indemo, I only invest from time to time. Last month, I didn't invest a larger amount. In RoboCash, I also invest more capital every month, and I did so in January too. On the Ventus platform, I didn't deposit more capital last month. The Ventus platform currently accounts for almost 5% of the total volume within my investment portfolio. Following that are platforms such as Nectaro, and then there's Domoblock, which also sits at approximately 4.5%. And with Domoblock, I actually invested more capital during the past month to put into a new project that they released in January. And other platforms where I've invested more capital have been Afanga to join one of its cashback campaigns and to continue expanding capital in Afanga, as it's a platform that I'm interested in having occupy a larger part of my Crowdlending investment portfolio. I've also invested more in Lande, as I do every month, and I've invested in Launch to take advantage of one of their cashback campaigns that they launched and is still active, but we'll talk about Launch a bit later in the video and about this. And in the past month, I've withdrawn from two platforms. I've withdrawn from the Skedit platform because practically there are no loans available. The loans that are available offer a very low return, and for the moment, I'm not going to continue reinvesting, at least not in this type of loan. Case 2, that I have my auto-invest strategy configured to invest in loans with a return higher than 10%. The moment that happens, it will be automatically reinvested, and I'll continue divesting what remains. Another platform I've withdrawn some capital from, just what was returned from one of the projects, is Maclair, because I haven't found any interesting projects there right now. As for my portfolio's distribution by loan type, I still have most capital invested in personal loans in classic P2P platforms with 54.6% of my portfolio. For real estate loans, I have around 26%. For business loans, 15%. And for agricultural and forestry, 3%. If we look at regulated and unregulated platforms, I have a bit more in unregulated platforms, about 58% and 41% in regulated platforms. Now, let's take a look at the performance I'm getting from each of these platforms, and we're going to examine two types of interest here: the annual interest I've earned since I started investing in each of these platforms, presented as an annualized figure, and also an annualized figure, but only considering the data from the last month, January 2026. You'll find all this data on our website. You can find the link to access it anytime in the video description below. Also, in the description below, you'll find links to all these platforms and the welcome bonuses they offer. And throughout this video, we'll also cover the temporary bonuses they usually offer all investors for increasing capital or investing in these platforms. But if you want to start investing in any of these platforms, you'll also find details below for new investors on welcome bonuses. Let's start with a new platform. This platform is new to my investment portfolio. It's called Triple Dragon. It's new as an investment platform, but it's a loan originator we already knew from the Debitum platform. And right now, Triple Dragon has launched its investment platform where investors can invest directly in their loans. And like all platforms, when they are new, or almost all of them, it offers us a very attractive welcome bonus, and that's why I've decided to start investing. Well, for that reason, and because it's one of the originators I was already investing in on Debitum. If you register through the link that I've placed below in the description, right now, it's offering us a 3% immediate cashback on everything you invest until the end of February. I've already started investing myself, as I was was telling you, and currently, what we have available for investment are loans that offer us a 14% return. If you want to learn more about the platform, you'll find the link below in the description to register and explore it from the inside, getting to know it before you start investing. Of course, the profitability we see here isn't real. It's not what I'll have in the long term, which will be closer to that 14% or a bit more because of the welcome bonuses. But this and all the platforms we see up here, the interest is a bit distorted, or not distorted, but yes, considering the bonuses I've received in recent months, we do see it with a slightly higher percentage than what I'll get is the long term. Another platform where I also started investing recently, and that's why we see it right at the top because they offered us many welcome bonuses, is FF Forest. FF Forest is a forestry investment platform where we're going to be able to get a return on the loans we invest in of up to 16.6% annually. And some interesting news from FF Forest is that it has launched auto allocation. This means that any funds we currently have available in our account can be automatically invested into one of the projects as soon as they are released. This is different from auto invest because here you'll first find the funds in your investment account. Then you can go to auto allocation, and that's where you'll be able to indicate if you want the remaining available amount to be automatically invested when a new project becomes available. But we won't be able to configure any parameters. It will simply be reinvested in the new projects that become available. This was great because it meant we didn't have to worry about manually investing, since practically all projects here right now are essentially the same. With very similar conditions, they don't vary. Astera is another one of the platforms that sits right at the very top, and it's also one I've recently started to invest in. And just last month, I created a video about this platform in much more detail. I'm still investing here. We have several investment opportunities where we can currently secure a special Valentine's bonus, which is valid until February 16th. And you'll be able to earn up to 6% depending on the total amount invested. The more capital we put in, the greater the percentage return we'll achieve. And the specific projects we have available right now for investment are offering us a return of 14.5%. Ventos is another platform where I'm getting high returns. This percentage is largely due to bonuses, but what I'll be getting from the platform is nearly 20%, 19.622%. Right now, we have a project available for investment that will offer us a 16%. Furthermore, this particular project offers a 5% cashback, meaning the overall profitability we can achieve is actually higher than that 16% thanks to this cashback campaign. Tefon is another one of the platforms that consistently ranks very high on our list, and through which I've also managed to get many bonuses. And right now, they also have a special bonus available. This bonus will depend entirely on the amount you've invested. An investment of 1,000 euros will earn you a 40 euro bonus. Investing a larger amount will yield a higher bonus depending on the sum invested, with additional bonuses for exceeding specific thresholds. Currently, the investment opportunities we have available offer returns of 14.5% and 14.25%. We have two opportunities available for investment. If we go down a little bit further on the list, we're going to see the launch platform, where I'm getting a 16% return in the last month, almost 15%. At launch last month, I invested more to take advantage of one of their bonus campaigns, a bonus campaign that offers us 1.5% cashback if we invest between 500 and 1,000 euros. Over 1,000 euros, it's 2%, and over 5,000 euros, they offer us 3% cashback. However, currently, it is not possible to make any deposits into launch, as due to circumstances beyond their control, their payment service provider has been blocked, their operating license has been revoked, and it is not currently possible to process any deposits until launch begins collaborating with an alternative payment service provider so that we can once again make deposits into launch. At Debitum, I am currently achieving a return of 15.62% and 14% from last month. Right now on Debitum, we have several investment opportunities that offer us more than 10.50%. It's true, many of the investment opportunities we currently have available are longer term, exceeding 1 year. Right now, Singa Kukupa, we only have one option under a year that offers 9.5%. But if we invest for a longer term, we can achieve a return of up to 14.5%. And I additionally on this platform have the loyalty program. I'm a pro investor, so I'm receiving an extra 1% return. Debitum's loyalty program offers some truly excellent features, and compared to other platforms, it's superior. Because with a lower investment amount, we can already participate in this loyalty program. With just 6,000 euros, you'll already achieve a 0.5% return. You can consult more details about it on Debitum. Zootasiande, the link down below. And just under Debitum, there's a Franca, offering a 14.41% return, which was even higher higher last month, as I've also taken advantage of some of their special campaigns and cashback bonuses. Afranga Santander, me, as I mentioned at the start of this video, is a platform where I'm interested in growing my capital. I wanted to hold a higher percentage in my investment portfolio as it's a regulated platform offering me a good return. Currently, we also have loans available with a higher profitability than what we've seen in previous months. Let's look at stick credit loans, which offer us between 12 and 14% depending on the term we are investing in. But we also have a Tiberius loan at 12% for 12 months. So, for me, this is a really good opportunity right now to invest and deploy more capital into Afranga. Right below Afranga, we have High Five at 13.97%, and it's been quite similar for the past month. At High Five, 15% sa Samosyo. Fee banda, the investments we currently have available offer us 13%. Currently, only the Spanish originator offers that 13% return, but here we can find very short-term investments, typically around 90 days. If I was just talking about Debitum's loyalty program, because we could enter with a low amount, also with High Five's loyalty program, starting from a lower amount than what other platforms offer us, we can already join that loyalty program. From just 5,000 euros, we can already get an extra 0.5% on all our investments. And a little further down, we have the income platform. In this marketplace, I'm investing more monthly to diversify my investment portfolio. And here, last month, I've been investing in loans that offer me up to 13.5%. And with terms, as my investment portfolio is configured, I'm investing here for up to a year and a half. However, many of these loans have terms shorter than 1 year, offering high returns of at least 11%. That said, you won't always find these loans if you invest manually, but if you invest automatically with Auto-Invest, you will indeed be investing in high-yield loans. And a little further down, we have the Via Invest platform where I get 11.32%. And here there has been, and right now there is, a bit of cash drag because there are moments when no loans are available. I have my Auto-Invest strategy set up and is investing, but sometimes it takes a couple of days to reinvest. And let's look now at some of the platforms that are a bit lower on the list with a little less than 10%. Let's take, for example, the Longbest platform, which is a small platform where we can currently invest. It's not always possible to invest as loans aren't always available, but right now they are, and we can invest with a return of up to 13% if we invest for 1 year. And if you prefer shorter-term investments, you can invest for 1 month at 9%, 3 months at 10%, and 6 months at 11.5%. And similarly, like all these platforms, they also offer welcome bonuses for new investors if you sign up through the link in the description. And let's take a look at the Lande platform, which is my favorite platform for investing in agricultural crowdlending. I'm currently earning 8.96% in the past month, a little bit more, almost 10%. If we see a return of 8.96% here, it's because not all loans on land are paid monthly, as many are paid at maturity. I've been investing here over the past month, and I have capital just sitting here uninvested since there aren't always projects to put it into. Right now, we do have some projects available in which I've already made an investment and others that are quite long-term in nature. I usually invest in loans that are for 2 years, and right now, they're offering me a return of 12-13%. And all of them have collateral. Lately, on the platform, there are many more collaterals that are land, but also some that are machinery. And regarding Lande, I'd like to point out that it's the platform with the best welcome bonus on the market. It's a 3% bonus for new investors on everything you put in during your first month. If you sign up using the link I've left below in the description. And a little further down, you'll find the Mintos platform, which offers an 8.26% return. On Mintos, last month I experienced a bit of cash drag, but right now all the money is already invested. On Mintos, I'm investing every month in loans, and I also invest every month in ETFs. And the major news from Mintos for the month of January is that they have initiated a funding campaign because they possess significant growth plans. Among their objectives, they aim to transform into a fully fledged bank seeking to acquire a banking license, and for this endeavor, they require substantial capital. Additionally, they intend to enhance their product offerings. By the time you are watching this video, this campaign will have already concluded. At the moment of recording this video, they had already raised over $2 million, almost $2.5 million. I haven't invested in this particular funding round as we don't know what what returns, what profits we could potentially obtain in the future. This would depend on them distributing dividends or going public at some point, because here, even though we are investing in shares, they are not publicly traded shares on the stock market. And returning to the performance table, other platforms where we don't see the actual performance as the returns are not paid out on a monthly basis are the Indemo platform, where we are investing in discounted debt, and we have several discounted debts available right now. In January, no debts have been repaid. The platform hasn't changed much or at all, but we've had new investment opportunities, and we currently have a cashback campaign available until February 28th. If we invest between €250 and €1,500, we'll get a 2.5% cashback, and this cashback is immediate. It will appear in our account instantly. If we invest over €1,500, we'll get 4%. Over 5,000, we'll get 5%. But also, if you're a new investor, if you sign up using the link I've left below in the description, in addition to these cashbacks, which are for all investors, you'll get an extra 0.5%. And as a Domoblock platform is also right here, because we get the profits when the renovated properties are sold. As I said, last month, I invested in one of their new opportunities, and this month, I'll also try to get into a new investment opportunity. It's in Zaragoza. This investment opportunity is interesting, especially for those who haven't started investing and want to begin, since the investment goal is very high. And when the investment goal is so high, it usually doesn't end quickly, and it's usually easier to get in and invest. Even so, it's necessary to be available at the moment they release the offer, which is on February 10th at 4 in the afternoon for investors who have previously participated in investment opportunities, and for public sale for all those who wish to start investing at 5 in the afternoon on February 10th. And if you're a new investor, you get a €50 welcome bonus if you sign up using the link below and invest at least €500 in your first investment. And another interesting platform, which is right at the very bottom because it's a Spanish real estate platform, is BD Capital. There haven't been any changes from previous months. I'm currently investing in 4 different investment opportunities. Well, actually in 3 different ones, since I've invested in one of them in 2 separate rounds, and they are all offering me a profitability that stands at around 9.5%, with one of them slightly above 9.92%. Let's hope that this month they introduce a new investment opportunity and I can increase my capital. And in the past months, maybe on this channel, we've seen my favorite platforms to invest in 2026. We've also seen a comparison between Domoblock and Brickstarter, 2 Spanish real estate investment platforms. And we've also seen another real estate investment platform, a complete analysis of the Astera platform, where we can achieve returns of up to 14% or even higher with all the launch and cashback campaigns they're offering. And that's how my Crowdlending investments performed last month. Now it's your turn. Tell me in the comments below how your investments have performed, your Crowdlending portfolio, and also if you have any doubts, any questions, leave them below. You know that I respond to all your comments. Or if you prefer, I also invite you to join the Telegram community where you can share experiences and opinions with other investors. Below you'll also find the link. Before you go, I'd like to ask for a like, a thumbs up. It means a lot to me and helps the channel grow. And I'd also like you to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on more interesting investment videos. See you very soon.